got warmed up talking to the fans tonight.
I know. I was a bit disappointed I had to stop a good song. A little bit of Queen, but yeah, no, it's the end of the regular season, and especially with what's been going on in the area in the Carolinas over the last few weeks or last week. I think it's important they know how much they mean to all the players, all the staff, and their support. Being that 12th man is really important now going forward to the playoffs.
We had some fun looking at an old tweet tonight of all the predictions. We had you guys 13th, 12th, 13th start of the year. Now you guys are sitting at least 5th or 6th.
Yeah, and it's nice to try and prove people wrong. I think that's always got a part of human nature is to want to make people like you, to work hard and get rewarded for that. And we felt at the start of the season that we probably were I think written off a little bit from a lot of people, but we knew what we had in the squad was capable of getting to the playoffs, and we're disappointed that we've still lost it. We've left a lot of points out there, but that was a really good night tonight because I felt that was probably the best we've played without the ball. I think they created nothing of note. They've had a cross. Their centre halves played 350 passes between each other. I was quite happy with that. And we finished it off well at the end, and there's different ways to go and win football games, and against teams that play like Montreal, they're very good with football, but they never pierced us with any passing of their passing movements today, and that was really pleasing today.
Were you surprised Martinez didn't start?
Yes and no. I mean, the lad who started isn't bad as well. It's a 3-game week. I'd thought myself about whether we rested some players, but I asked each and every one of them individually, and they all said no, they were good to go. The fact he didn't start didn't deter what we was looking to do. I thought we started the game really well. We were on the front foot for the first 20 minutes, and Carroll's followed in as good strikers do and got a good goal. And I think after that they had to come out a little bit really, but still we defended really well and was always a threat when we got the ball.
One last, Pat Bale, was he healthy?
Yeah, he's okay. I mean, him and Abada have both got tight hamstrings. So we'll have to look and we'll see whether Leal actually goes on international duty or not. It's especially with the playoffs coming up soon as well. We have to be careful with him. So we'll speak to their medical staff as well. But Pep Biel was just feeling his hamstring as well, but he hadn't pulled it, which was a good thing. So we got him off in time.
Right. Keeping a clean sheet tonight. How important was that?
Yeah, really important. But it's not just a clean sheet; it was the manner of it as well. We felt at their place we gave away a couple of poor goals. And today I thought the manner in keeping the clean sheet, I think somebody just told me they were about 0.4 on XG today, which just shows you how well marshalled they were from the front to the back line. Carroll and BB, and then Patrick came on as well. I thought from the front they stopped their sixes controlling the game, and we made their centre halves their playmakers, which is an ideal situation for us.
And then just speaking of your strikers, how important is it, Carol Swiderski, another goal tonight, Pat coming off the bench, he scored. How important are they going to be, heading into playoffs, kind of getting into this kind of form?
Yeah, really important. But the whole team's going to be really important, and the players have got confidence now. You can see that in the way they play and the way they work hard for each other. But the defenders, I've just said to them in there, I think we've got the least goals against us in the Eastern Conference. So going to DC in a couple of weeks' time now, we want to make sure that we finish with the least goals conceded, and that's a massive congratulations to all them players if they can go and do that. So we've got something definitely to go and play for, finish as high as we can, but make sure we're as solid as we are as well.
If there's one thing that you feel like this team still needs heading into playoffs, what would that be?
I think we're in a good place. I think we've got a little bit of momentum. I think we've got confidence. I think there was a spell in the second half where I thought we were a little bit untidy on the ball. That's got to improve, that final connection pass at times. But even though we gave it away cheaply a few times for that 10-minute spell, we were solid at the back.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Stephen and Sam. That Well, that goal at the end was quite a dagger, but you've always been honest with us. So less than 30 seconds left. Patrick has the ball at his feet there. Do you want him to go to the corner flag or take it out?
No, I'm always looking for goals. I'm always looking for players to go score goals. I'm probably a little bit of a gambler of nature. So, go and score another goal. If you go and score another goal, you take the game away from them. If you go in the corner, you can give a free kick away, and one big kick up, and they can concede. So, I'd always like to go and get that next goal.
And a goal like that at the end there, that just caps, a solid performance. What does that mean, like going forward, and just tonight for not the fan base and the players too, just the confidence?
Yeah, I think it gives everybody a little bit of confidence. We know we're going to have to play a team that's finished with more points than us. But as I said, it's not how you start; it's always how you finish. We're finishing with that little bit of momentum now, and whoever it pits us against, we'll be looking forward to it.
And the group of subs that you've been using coming in as a group, do you feel that they not only maintain the energy but actually increase it when they come in?
A bit of both. I think in some games they've maintained it, in others I think they've increased it, and that's what you need from them. When players tire, and you need others coming on. And special mention to Andrew Privet today as well, because he didn't come in training yesterday. He was in bed with a sickness bug. So for him to finish the game, he kept making eye contact with me from 60 minutes, and I kept looking away. So he done well to last the 89 minutes.
Congratulations, Coach. First off, can you speak more to the confidence angle? Because clearly with 10 points and 11 goals in the past 4 games, it feels like it's been a different team down the stretch.
I think it was always going to be. I think we've had to grow, we've had to evolve as a team. We had new players come in January. Is it January? When does the window? No, August. August. I'm thinking back to the UK here. We've had new players coming in that August window, and they've had to gel. But the fundamentals of the team have always been there, and they're what we've spoke about. The pillars to our success will always be being tough to beat, being good without the ball, and actually controlling games without the ball. It takes tactical discipline to do that, and I thought we did that really well.
So as you mentioned or alluded to, Charlotte has only conceded 37 goals this year. Columbus is second at 38, only 2 under 40. Does the defensive backline get a special prize if they get that record?
They'll get a special prize if we walk off with a trophy at the end of the season.
That answers my next question. If there were higher wine giveaway stakes for playoff matches.
There will be at the end of the playoff, that's for sure.
And then finally, is this a team that can win the MLS Cup?
Who knows? But an Aston Villa manager years and years ago once said, "Who would bet against us?"
Cheers.
Cheers, thank you.
All right, we'll go with Scott and then we'll go with John.
I just wonder if you could talk about the fan angle a little bit more. More or less exactly what you said, since we didn't hear it. And then also looking ahead a little bit to when you do have a home playoff match here, what that atmosphere will be like. Will it be much different?
I don't think it can be that much different. I think we've got a special group of supporters. I spoke to the players before the game today, and said go and outrun the opposition today and outthink the opposition. And remember, there'll be supporters here. Some who would like to be here and can't be here. Some who've made it, despite everything that's been going on, around the place, and go and put a smile on their faces, because there's not been an awful lot to smile about in the last week or two over in the Carolinas, as we all know. My son played for Asheville for a couple of seasons, so I've been there and visited it, and what's happened has been a disaster. So hopefully we've put a smile on some people's face, but the fans know here they're our 12th man, and we need that to continue through the playoffs, and we're grateful to them and for them, and we appreciate the support they've given us all season. Cheers.
This game felt like it had the intensity needed to prepare for the playoffs. Both teams had a lot to prepare for. How do you feel like the team handled that today?
I thought they handled it really well. It was funny. they came in for the warm-up, and I always ask how the warm-up went, and coach said, yeah, they were really at it. But even standing on the pitch before the game myself, I could feel a buzz in the stand as well. It felt like a really important night, for the club and the team and the supporters, and I think they carried that on really well.
And last question. Ashley Westwood, I saw a stat, he still leads the league in distance covered this season. Do you think your captain's looking forward to the international break, or do you think he'd like to keep that momentum going?
He's like a Duracell battery, isn't he? He can keep running, so we'll keep him running.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dean.
No worries.